And we are back for another edition of Sam Sylk Relationship Hour.
Yeah.
I'm DJ Lolo. We have Miss Kenya Brown. How you doing, guys?
What it do, y'all? What's up? Another relationship hour. I'd like to say what's up to those you watching. Let us know where you're checking in from. We are here at Sylk's at 21300 Libby Road, Maple Heights, Ohio. And while you're watching, you can order some good food, man, online. And DoorDash. Just go to our website, @sylksofthey.com, @sylksofthey.com. You can order online, and they'll deliver it to you. Just pull on up. You in the area, man. Have a drink with us. Get you something to eat. Sip and chill. And we're going to talk a little relationships. And then Lolo going to get on these turntables and take us there for the rest of the night. Kenya, what's good?
I'm good.
Doing all right?
Yes.
All right. You ready to get it in tonight?
I'm doing what?
Are you ready to get it in tonight?
Of course. I'm always ready. We always have some great conversations, and it's really great to be able to bring this to, audiences that we can talk to and touch. So, I love this.
We get to go longer, and we get to get a little more in depth, if I can say that.
That's right.
All right. You was kind of interviewing her off camera. Why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest today, Ms. Candice? Go ahead and break it down and talk to her.
Yes, this is the official plug I'm learning. Miss Candice Rankins, right? Hankins. And you're doing some pretty special things with Ruthie's List. Tell us about it.
Thank you. It's a Black Business Network where we offer promotions, marketing, and resources for entrepreneurs throughout not just Cleveland, but throughout the nation, really.
Yeah.
We have businesses in California. We have businesses in Tennessee, you name it. We're kind of across the board right now. So just being able to have those resources. But if you need finances, you need mentorship, if you need guidance, or you just need someone else that looks like you doing what you're doing, you can connect within Ruthie's List Network. And right now, we actually just launched our app. We're super excited.
Yes.
So we're on Google Play. We're on iTunes. You can find us anywhere social media under Ruthie's List. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Twitter, we're there. So we're just trying to make sure everybody has the information that they need.
Yeah.
And connect.
Plug.
Yes,
plug.
the plug.
Yes,
the
that's
connect.
That's it.
Again, give it out one more time because I need everybody watching to share it.
Yes.
Go get it. If you're a business owner, if you're trying to promote something, if you have an event, I want you guys to go to the App Store right now.
Yes, that's Ruthie's List. RUTHIESLIST. Ruthie's List.
That sounded like you was about to a song. What was that?
Yeah, that.
Independent.
That was who was that? Who made
that
that?
one. Lil Whip.
Who? Lil Boots. There you go.
That
There
was
you
it.
go.
That's what I said.
All right.
You
Okay.
got us showing our age, Sam.
Yeah. So you ready to dive into these questions? It's about to get wild.
Absolutely.
You got to be honest. Tell them how you feel. We ain't hold it back.
Always.
Y'all leave y'all comments to some of these questions online. Let's dive into the first one. First time I get a chance to see these. I see them on the spot. So this one here is, why do men think they are entitled to a woman's body just because they spend a couple of dollars?
Where they do that at?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I mean,
Give me an example. Have y'all ever seen, in y'all younger day or your single day, I should say, did you see a guy
We just put us
who-
out the pasture, y'all.
who felt like he felt like that, I got to get some because I took you out.
Oh, guys think that way now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spending money with the intention, but it's like, bruh, this is not a prostitution situation. I mean, if you take me out on a date, that doesn't mean that you're about to get some.
exactly.
But
What if they take you out of town?
So,
Okay.
I mean, if I'm attracted to you, now if you
y'all
want to
hear
be, if you want to be the guy that only gets the watch and the ring shown in the pictures, and you just want to fly some girls out just to have a little arm piece on your arm, then You know, I guess you don't need that much recognition anyway, right?
Right, exactly.
So you probably not demanding no booty, right? I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't be, but
You think?
So look, okay, so let's be real. When a man asks a woman out, not that he's entitled, but he's thinking about hitting it. Let's be real, okay?
Yeah.
And a woman is thinking about if I'm going to give up the ass to him as well.
Yeah.
So let's stop faking like, oh no, I'm going out just to see what type of conversation is. No, you both are going out with the same intentions. It's just that it doesn't mean because you went out that I'm gonna get that ass tonight. And it shouldn't mean that you're supposed to get the ass because you went out. But I think it takes maturity to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had a good time with a good person. But a lot of people don't get that. It didn't happen.
Look, we want some conversation. Don't you want some conversation?
Yeah.
Because
yes.
I'm sure, ladies, how many times have you been like, could I please take the booty back? Because this dude is crazy.
And men,
That
we say the
part.
same thing. I can't believe I hit that crazy ass woman.
Hey, that's why
I
you
can't
need to
believe
have
I
those
did that.
conversations.
Yes.
That's why you need the conversation.
So, and let me break it down. Just because I have a conversation and does not entail sex, don't mean I don't want it. You have to stimulate that mind to see what the mind, and if it, then that sometimes that gets you going. Oh, this might be a good one here. We got a mic. We got a mic. Got to get somebody the mics. And anybody in here can comment. If you want to comment, just wave your hand. We're gonna bring you the mic.
But some women have the same intentions as we do.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. If they feeling you and they like you,
Yep.
they might want to go out with you just because they want to see what that do. Like, it don't be all the time about a man want to do that.
That's right.
Sometimes because there's no way unless it's the woman's way anyway.
She called a shot on it.
Now, are these conversations happening when the bar is closing at like 2 a.m., 2, 3 a.m., when the woman is like, you know, what's up? I mean, I'm just saying. Or she
Candice, you
people
wanna hit
rolling
that?
up to you
So,
at the
like,
grocery
I
store.
agree with what you're saying, like, because women are just like men. We do want it too. So we're gonna come to the table with that thought in mind as well. A lot of times, so we also are gonna come with a standard, hopefully. You know, kind of saying, well, you can't just take me to Red Lobster and I'm about to just drop it like it's hot. Like, no.
Well, what's wrong with
Unless you look real good.
What's wrong with some crab legs and sex afterwards? Maybe I shouldn't say crab legs though. But I'm just saying no. Does it matter? So if it's you said that, does it make a difference what restaurant he took you to? You said, you know what? You gonna get some? You took me to this place. You know
Well,
what?
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, for real, it do. A lot of times, with a lot of women, it does matter what they bring to the table, what restaurant we going to, what
Uh-huh.
gifts you provide, what money, what job
Y'all
you
hear
have
that?
before I
What
set it out.
gifts?
Oh, those are the things that, I mean,
But people can set it out before the gifts, though. Men and
they
women.
can, but that goes to the standards.
Yeah. But does that mean I want to get everybody a question. Does that mean because you give some you give some ass that night that you don't have standards on the first night? Does that mean that?
No.
Not high ones.
Let
Huh?
your freak
I
flag
said not high standards.
I mean, you just wanted it that day.
You say it. I'm listening.
I mean, just if you don't have high standards, well, you might just need to get the monkey off your back, you know?
You might want to get that monkey off there. Now, and
Yeah,
see,
right.
goes back to what you said. Sometimes women want to do the same thing we do.
Sometimes.
A lot of times, because a lot of times, they know sometimes, a lot of times.
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
Whatever. That's just what y'all think in y'all head. Right. Like we
No.
just climbing the walls all the time, just thinking about y'all.
waiting.
No. That ain't what's happening.
All right, we're going to go to the next question. Somebody says, what type of relationship are you looking for? That's it's a question to one person, though. What are your goals in a relationship? Now, that's a good one. I think that depends on the person, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's an individual. So you want to hit
Yeah.
that? You want to hit that?
I mean, you have to, for me, I'm looking for someone that has the same goals and mindset that I am, that I have. Because if I'm trying to go further in my business, in my career, and in my faith, we got to line up so we can do it together. So I'm definitely
Yes.
looking for a like-minded person.
Yes.
But also that opposite too, that when I'm kind of crazy can calm me down.
Yeah.
So.
I just saw your eyes go to the left, and you said that too.
I mean, I'm just saying. No.
And I'm glad you said that. Going back, and a lot of times when y'all, as you guys, enjoying this conversation, I'll refer back to the question, and this goes back to when it's time to have that conversation. Sometimes you have to learn how to push your flesh down so you can listen and hear. Either you made up your mind that you want to get the monkey off your back that night, or you want to hear about the goals, like-minded things. When do you want to talk about that? When do you want to hear that? When should that come up? Or is it just come up whenever it comes up?
I think that you should discuss, some issues, some hot button issues up front, because
On the first date?
I mean,
Yeah,
you don't want to waste your time.
The first date?
You know what I'm saying? I don't
I
know.
agree. Some stuff because you don't want to put it out there. Then you get to crazy because you didn't ask them questions about your life.
Should you tell her on the first date that you have four baby mamas?
Yes.
5 baby mamas?
Please
On the
tell
first
me.
date?
Please tell
Or do you
me.
wait until on the second date you got 4 baby
no.
mamas?
First date.
Because by
First
the
date?
second date, they may have already come after me.
Right. I don't even want to. That's involuntary liking. Right?
Yeah. Hey, ladies.
Yes.
How y'all been?
Yes. Yeah, that's involuntary.
So
It's entrapment.
How should you tell a person that you have multiple baby mamas or baby daddies? How do you tell them how do you break the news?
Well, when
And
she
are you
says,
judging them too? Are you judging them?
When she says, "So, how many children do you
But
have?"
if she doesn't say it,
She gonna say it. How
Yeah.
many kids you have?
you gonna ask that question?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
ask that question.
Now, because we do these letters on the air, because this was I think 2 weeks ago, who was it? I think they said that. She didn't tell him about how many kids she,
Oh, she was lying about how many baby daddies. And
Yes,
she
that's what it
said
was.
That
That's
she
what it
had been
was.
married before and she wasn't. And
Yeah.
there was a few issues.
Yeah.
She was just dishonest.
Which brings me to the next question is blended families. What do you guys take? And anybody in the audience, just wave your hand. We bring the mic to you, and you can leave your comments here on Facebook, and we'll read some of the comments. What's your guys' takes? All it says is blended families. Somebody said blended families.
Yes.
Blended families.
Can I just chime in on that? real quick?
Please.
I think that if you're a man with multiple children or a woman with multiple children, I think that a blended family probably would work better in your favor versus trying to date a person with no children. That's just my opinion. Because I don't have any children, so me dating a guy with like multiple kids is like, that's a deal breaker for me. So I just feel like people who have multiple kids, should Brady Bunch it.
That's a good question. Deal breaker. So if he got 2 baby mamas, that's too much? But he could be a good guy.
It
He's
depends,
probably just
it depends on how old they are.
Okay.
And what the
She
the parenting situation is.
She like, keep your babies
Right.
away.
Yes.
What's up to everybody? Again, we welcome you guys here at Sylk's 21300 Libby Road. This is the Relationship Hour. We eat, we sip, we chill, we talk. And coming up later on, Lolo going to be on the turntables. So pull on up, hang out with us. You can order online as well. Those of you at home, just go to DoorDash or just go to Sylks.com. Sylks.com. You can get you some good food. Blended family. You said that you think, Lolo, you said you think it works best. It can work well if
Because both of y'all are parents, and you understand what it takes to raise your kids. So me personally, if a guy says, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, I got to see about my kids, it's like really nothing that you can say about that, because it's like you don't want to be a B word because they're his kids, but it's just like, well, I don't have none, and
I'm about to stir this thing up. Yeah.
She like, I don't have
And
no
then
problems.
here's the thing, though, when it comes to blended families too. is y'all got to be careful. I'm gonna talk this. You got to be careful talking bad about your kid's father. You got to be careful of that. You got to be careful that you're poisoning, and so it makes it hard for that relationship to happen. You can't be talking crazy about your baby mom. You know what I'm saying? The woman cannot be doing that. You all have to learn how to. And it says blended family. Blended family is really everybody. Am I right or wrong? It's everybody.
Yeah. But the flip side of that is the guy can't come in and talk bad about the baby father.
Oh, you're talking about the new guy.
The new guy.
Right. Y'all, the guys have to, well, everybody needs to be able to have a conversation.
Yes.
But a lot of people ain't willing to do that. So I think that's when sometimes a challenge comes in on blended families, is because some people ain't let some stuff go about what happened with the relationship with their ex. And then they put that stuff into their kids' head and it messes it all up.
Well, I always feel.
Hey, Facebook, how y'all doing? Say amen.
Amen. Now, listen, I feel that with blended families, if you are leading with the kids in mind first, then you'll make the right decision. Now, if you're talking about.
Repeat that, though.
If you lead with the kids in mind first,
Yep.
then you won't go wrong. But if you're trying to get back at the other person, or trying to win a popularity contest between the parents, or you don't like the other baby mama, the other girl, and all that stuff.
What did she do? What she buy you?
You're putting all that poison into the kids. So if you make sure that the kids' environment is harmonious as you can, and keep the adult stuff over with the adult stuff, and let the kids be kids. But we
Preach
just
that. Let the kids be what?
let the kids be kids.
And it has to be about the kids. Why y'all bringing up grown folk stuff to these kids, poisoning them and messing them all up? I was watching a shot last night. I was catching up. Anybody watch the shot? What's the old boy name? His baby mama, like she dating Tiana Taylor's Iman Shepherd dude. Anyway, he brought. She like an open relationship. Y'all need to see this. But he was cool. Her dude came over. Now they still married too though. But her dude came over.
That sounds like a lie.
He had to he let her do it. He like it's done. It's this. Y'all got to go watch it. But he was like, I'm not about to let our stuff get in the moment of our kids. And a lot of people are not willing to do that. And that's why it won't work if you all bringing in grown folks stuff and, hey, come over here. You need to take my side.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that's all ages.
You know your daddy did this to me. You know your mama did this to me.
Yes.
All ages. It doesn't matter if
your
you're
mama
2 or
cheated.
18.
Your daddy cheated. Don't do that.
You don't know.
Stop it.
Ooh, you always think he's so good. Ooh, you think he did. Well, I tell you what he read.
That's still half of your child. No matter what you think of the other parent or whatever, that is still half of your child's DNA. So trashing that other person to win is still harming your child. No matter what explanation you come up with behind it, whatever excuse, you are poisoning your child. And they will live with that forever. They will live with that in the way that they deal with relationships. It will be a poison in them, and you're doing it.
And that's part of that generational curse.
Yes.
Because all you do is put all that into them, and then now she and he growing up that way. They treating these people like that way.
Absolutely.
And so now you all as a family can't move. I think that there's blended families, in my opinion. If you all really get on one accord, you can really take things to another level. Now, you can't get along with everybody.
No.
But if you're smart about it, you can. You can win. But not too many people are willing to let their ego go.
No.
That's it.
Some of you women failed. That's what happened. Some of you men failed. That's what happened. You lost out. But move on. Now win in your new relationship. In my opinion.
And if you think that you just gonna scoot the other person out the door and not consider, listen, y'all all together. So whatever came along with him, whatever came along with her, all of y'all are in a situation at this point. So it would be super naive to think that you're going to get this man or you're going to get this woman without getting whoever else that they are attached to for life. And you got to just come in with that mindset, because if you come in like this, you know, trying to box and trying to fight and try to win, ooh, you're going to have a really, really long, rough life. I'm just telling you.
All right, we're going to go to the next question. Y'all ready for it? Say, oh, yeah. All right, join us every Tuesday night right here at Sylk 21300 Libby Road, Maple Heights, Ohio. Next question is, are you stupid if your spouse have a baby on you? Anybody ever had someone have a baby on you?
What is it? How does that make
nobody.
you stupid?
Oh. Somebody had a baby on you? What up, Jeff? You had a baby on her?
Jeff, who you having babies with?
What babies you got, Jeff?
Jeff Brown in the house.
What? How you feeling, Jeff?
Come have a
Well,
seat,
sit down
Jeff.
then. Just sit down then.
Come on. Come on, have
Go
a
on,
seat,
sit down.
Jeff.
Go on, sit down.
Jeff Brown, world famous.
One of my associate pastors here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Again, are you stupid? So I got to really read this again. No, you're not stupid. He chose to have the baby on you. Are you saying, are you stupid if you stay?
Right.
So let's talk about that. Well, first, let's go to you. You want to talk?
I do
Go
want
ahead.
to talk. It is if you stay.
You think they're stupid if they stay?
No,
Oh.
no. The thing is this: you made a vow between you, that person, and God, and everybody is so excited to get married. You know, they want the pretty little dresses and everything, but when real life comes, you forget what you said to God that day, meaning you will stay for better or worse and all those things. So if he have a baby, if you really love them because you married them and you remember what you told God, you would stay. But the world would call you stupid. You understand? My granddaddy had 7 kids on my grandmother, and she remembered what she told God. I'm going to stay with him till he died. These young people these days don't understand that kind of commitment.
I need some nail on that. Hey, give me another shot of a nail, then I'm going to attack what she just said.
Yeah. Let me
And-
have a
and
shot.
Jeff,
of
what you
something,
drinking?
too, 'cause
What you drink?
I'm drinking a nail.
Give me a
We got that Ciroc.
Suavecito.
What's the Ciroc stuff we had?
I'm on tequila.
You the one who told everybody. Okay, we drinking tequila. No, the
Yeah,
tequila. They ain't
I'm gonna do that, Neho. Whatever you doing.
All right. Hey, Kara, can we get 2 more of those? Okay. No, I'm not mad at what you said, because I gotta attack that, right? For better or for worse, what does that mean? When you stand there, to death do us part. When you stand there at the altar, you say yes to all these vows, but you never know. No one knows what, for better or for worse, the challenge will be. Am I right? Any married people in here?
no, that's a fact.
Come on, married folks. We don't know what the challenge is going to be. And let me correct folk who watch this. I won't do. You don't know what you'll do until your ass is in a situation. All right. Now, some people have grace where they could forgive their guy and stay with him after he has 7 kids or 7. I'm just being real, but ain't no man gonna stay with a woman having 7 babies by
Hell,
another dude
no.
he married to.
No.
That ain't happening.
Right.
So I'm not saying that it's wrong. That was the grace that she gave him, and she stood and she's standing by her vow. But she had to ask God for strength.
You said,
It had to be some amazing anointing
Preach, Bishop.
that
My God.
that gave her strength. I'm not saying it's wrong. That I applaud that, because you don't know what for better or for worse is until you are in it. And you can't get mad at somebody who has enough grace and mercy to forgive, because Christ forgives us how many times?
70 times 7.
All right. So don't judge them on their decision But when the cup comes to you, then what you gonna do?
That cup right
You don't
there.
know what it is.
You know what happened to the rest of the people who wasn't able to deal with it?
Uh-huh.
They ended up on Snapped.
Ooh.
Can I?
Yeah. We got it. We hold on now. We got to give you the mic. You know I got to give you the mic, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. We listen to
Listen,
you.
I'm her granddaughter, and that woman knew God, okay? And
Uh-huh.
she taught me who God was. But I would not.
See, that's what I
I
said.
haven't lived with a man in 30 years because 30 years ago, all he did was talk to somebody on the phone. I tried to blow his fucking brains out. So I'm not my grandmother. And I'll never understand what he did to her. My grandmother took that. But the world will call you stupid.
Who cares about this?
But it's not about the world, you know?
And who cares about them? Because when I'm sorry, go ahead, Candice.
If you
Tell 'em.
took an oath and you made a declaration before God and to God, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what the world says because they weren't there when you did that. You know what I'm saying? They weren't there when you were making that vow to your spouse. So let them call you whatever they want to because your honor and your report is back to God, not these
So
other
you
people.
would stay if he had 7 kids on you? You would
7
stay?
kids is tough. That's
No.
a tough one.
Yeah.
Now,
Grandpa
couple,
might
we
end
gonna-
up in
we
a
could
ditch.
talk about it. Yeah, I can
Grandpa
say
gonna be in the ditch. I'm
But
sorry.
After the first one, a lot of people, especially now, would leave. But after the first one, there's a conversation. Definitely, there is a conversation because at the end of the day, my honor and vow is to God, and that is to be with this man for the rest of my life until God says no.
I gotta jump in here on this
He
one.
said no when
I
that
gotta
nigga did what he did.
jump in here on this one, though.
Please
Let me-
let Jeff jump in.
What you gotta say, Jeff?
He
I'm
has
sorry,
a
Sam.
little
on this
well,
stuff.
Lord,
for real,
Lord,
man.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, I gotta
God, I
say
didn't
something
mean
on
that.
this.
I didn't mean
Now
that.
listen, I believe as a believer. Thank you, Lord.
God, I didn't mean that. And you forgive. Go ahead, finish.
I think that your relationship with Christ is your relationship.
Come on.
And if you make a decision that's based on your happiness and your sanctity, nobody can judge you. The world cannot judge you. You know, nobody can put you in heaven or in hell. You know, I think we get so caught up in what others think. We get so caught up in what people think. But we got to be caught up in what God thinks and what our relationship with God is. And so for me, I don't promote divorce. I do not. But God forgives 70 times 7. And if someone continues to violate the covenant that you made before God and his people, then what are you supposed to do? Because at the end of the day, you know, you have to live this life for yourself. And you have to be happy.
All right, look at my son. Look at my son.
Ooh. Thank you, Bishop.
Right.
Appreciate that, Bishop.
Amen. And that's real. That's real. Because people are quick to throw folk away. Man, if God opened up all your thoughts to your significant other, you would probably choke your own self.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm just, if he said, you know what, today is show your mind
Yeah.
to your spouse or your whatever you got.
I would be good.
Okay. All right. Moving right along.
Move right along.
I'm not gonna lie, I might be on Snapped. I don't know.
7, that's a lot. But that was back then. Because I could talk about my family stuff I didn't heard. I don't care if y'all watching and hearing. Sam, I'm gonna say it. Y'all know we got some stuff in our family.
We all do, Sam.
Yeah, I'm talking about some stuff that you like, nigga.
Yeah.
Why?
Can I just chime in?
Please.
Like you said, this is a different era we in right now.
Yes.
My grandparents and stories that I've heard, you could have whole other families because there wasn't any social media. There wasn't any way you could have a whole family around the corner and, you know, your spouse wouldn't find out for years because, I mean, how would they know, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that's the truth. People did have multiple families back in the day.
And they took care of them too.
And well, I don't even know about that. But you didn't even
Shout out
meet,
to my cousins down south.
you didn't meet everybody until the funeral. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
It's like, wait
That's
a minute,
true.
who are you?
You be at the funeral, and then your cousins be like, "What cousin is that? Oh, that's the on the third or fourth, right?"
That was Grandpa's other child. Yes.
Oh man, I can. You know what? I'm sorry. I might get in trouble for this one.
Talk about it.
Oh boy.
See, you got to be story time with Sam.
Story time with Sam.
Testify.
My grandfather was a player. He was a player.
Yeah.
When he passed away, God, rest his soul. But it was, I'm gonna tell it. I don't give a damn. These women was like, they came in. They was in nice coats. They was like,
Oh.
and I was like, Grandma, who was that? That was you. Okay. And I caught on to it. I know part of that family gonna be mad as hell hearing it, but it's the damn truth.
Grandma be Grandma be
I'm just
knowing,
being real.
dude, too. She know.
Hey, Reno, it was more than one that said it too. They was in nice coats.
Yeah.
Papa
But that's
was
because
a
Grandpa took care of
rolling
home and made
stone.
things
I
right.
don't know, Eve, too. I don't know about all that.
I don't know.
Now my feelings,
For Grandma to
my
be that
feelings in
quiet.
some type of way though.
Papa
Oh, I
was
like
a rolling
it.
I know
stone.
I'm gonna get a text.
These grandpas
They gonna be
is
calling
smooth
you.
out here in these streets.
Yeah, okay. All right, next question. Y'all ready for it?
Oh yeah.
Can a relationship work if one person is extremely religious and the other isn't?
Well.
You want a mic?
What you talking
You
about,
got a
Sassy?
mic?
That was a
You sure
resounding.
Again, y'all can pull up 21300 Libby Road. Enjoy this conversation. Plus, we got Key Lolo about to spin in just a little bit. Pull on up right now, 21300 Libby Road. You can eat, sip, and chill and talk about this question. Can a relationship work if one person is extremely religious and the other isn't? Who gonna hit it first? Come on. Her mic not on it.
Okay, so you know I'm a minister, right? So my cousin had this conversation with me 5 days ago. He said, I think I'm going to get rid of my wife because she don't pray like I do. And I said, well, do you pray with her? He said, I do, but then she get mad saying I'm out praying her. I just was like,
Wait, is that a thing?
What is out?
Are they Baptists or are they
I don't
Kojic?
think
Which one is it?
No, I don't know if she nothing, but he was raised Baptist.
How do you out pray somebody?
You know, some people pray
But
too
some
long.
people
man.
do get real intimidated
Yeah,
and insecure when other people pray, and they will shut down.
Is this a thing?
Yes, this is a thing.
Yeah, he said that. He
It's
said
like
she
it's a
gets upset
competition
when
for
I
praying.
outpray her. So I didn't know what to tell him except you need to talk to God about it. But he said if
You
she
gonna
don't,
make me do an old school prayer
he
here
said
tonight.
if she do not get on the same level as me of God, I got to get rid of her. And I had no answers for him. So that's the issue.
You said he wanted.
Oh, that was just.
He wanted to get rid of her.
Okay, that's what
There
it
you
was.
go.
He
Take
wanted
her
to
to
get-
Mike.
oh,
That's
good
what it
old
was,
Fred Fred.
girl.
He wanted to.
Yes. Yes.
Your prayer was better than mine. I'm done.
Who does that?
That was a classic.
You are the winner.
That was classic. Yes.
But it is though. It is though.
Your prayer was better than mine.
Right.
He out praying me.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have a comment.
We can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
It must be God
Hear me
blocking
now?
you.
Okay, so I'm a Christian Baptist minister for Christ Jesus. He's my God, and I have a friend. She's a Muslim, and I went to church with her before, but we're friends. We've been friends over 30 years, and I think that you can have a relationship because their relationship with God, whoever they choose it to be, and yours is between them and their God, and me and my God. So, I don't think, just like when I went to church with her, it was different from when I go to church. They sat on different sides, all the men and the women on one side, and, they talked about who was single and that they should hook up like that and keep them as couples within their religious belief in their church. But I don't believe that is what draws a person
Yeah,
to love
you're right.
another person
Yeah.
is their
Yeah.
religion.
Next question. Y'all ready?
All right, all
Y'all
right.
good? Again, can a relationship work if one person is extremely religious and the other isn't? I know it's the same question. I'm just repeating. So that we can all come back.
I'm about to fall out this
Yeah,
chair right
Clubhouse resetting the room.
Yeah.
Sam.
So let me tackle this. You probably need to get this on camera because I got to help some church people out.
Talk
Hey,
to
hey,
him.
hey, they can get this as one of those pieces. I'm gonna help church people out.
Wait a minute.
Church people, because divorce is running big in church right now.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and a lot of that, I want you to catch this. It's a lot of divorces is going on in churches right now, right? Because you was taught not to divorce. You got to stay there, make it happen. If it work, it work. It work. It don't work. It work. It work. It don't work. Can I be real? It's a lot of people who got married and they was not equally yoked. Just because you go to the same church, just because you believe in the same God, don't mean that you are equally yoked. You're not. Okay? So that's why some of that happened. And they put fear in you. You better hurry up because you're burning, you're hot, you got to get married. And then, especially if you want this position, you got to marry her, you got to marry him. And then, but they was never equally yoked. And they married out of fear of what the church people put on them. And then they send them to hell if they get a divorce. But they asses, I'm going to say it like this, you better take it, and this is how you get better. You cuss each other out going to church. Nobody want to talk about that.
Well,
And then you go in there, ask God to forgive you, and you get in there and serve communion. But are you unequally yoked? That's too much for them, though, isn't it? That's too much for them.
No.
Not all of them. I'm talking about some of them. And then they end up in divorce. So what did they ask us? Can a relationship work if one person is extremely religious? But let's attack the word. What is religious?
Correct.
Let's talk about religious. That's just a form, man.
Right.
You acting out all this BS. Are you equally yoked is the question. Religion, come on, religion is some BS sometimes. I'm just being real. I don't care if it is what it is. You gotta wear this, you gotta do that. You gotta be like this towards my deacon friends. Well, Ellery here. They gotta be like this towards. Am I right though?
Listen.
You might get in trouble because you gotta play the drums at church.
Listen, I'm cool.
I'm gonna tell the truth.
I'm secure. But let me say this though. I agree with you. This is a spiritual thing when you talk about relationships. And the reality is that God is no longer in relationships, regardless of what you believe or not. We see a lot of people, as you said, statistics says the divorce rate in church with those that are believers is up 65%.
whoa.
It's big.
Domestic violence is up with relationships in church, in marriages right now, 50%. So what I'm saying
Let me
is,
get another hot top chair.
it's just about, is God in the middle of your relationship, whether you are spiritual or not? And I think that is something that needs to be discussed when you're dating. So
You can't be religious. That's the problem.
Correct.
You got to be equally yoked.
Spiritual.
And let me even break down equally yoked. You're not going to be 50-50. Equally yoked, in my opinion, is if he's 47 and you can help him with the 3 or vice versa, that's when you become equal. It's not the 50-50 all the time. Am I right?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
It's not the 50-50 all the time, and I think that's where we get it confused at. Hopefully we help somebody on that. And then I gotta say this because I know it's just on me to say it. Stop sending people to hell because their marriage didn't work. When you are still in some of y'all still in y'all marriages, and you're miserable as hell, you don't even know how to go to God to get the help you need. and you gonna judge them and send them to hell because they decided to split for peace. Is that too real?
That's
For real,
real.
that's too real.
Too deep for 'em.
Yeah, they ain't gonna handle that. God ain't in no divorce.
I could take it to another level.
Hey, who just came on the panel? DJ Ellery. What's going on?
This
The
guy.
reason he wasn't here when we first started because he was getting a wax on his head. You see that?
Is that what
He
happened?
getting
That
ready for the
appointment?
Cincinnati Music Festival, so he had to make sure he shaved all the
Got a little tan up there.
right. What's up, Ellery? How you feeling?
Man, how's everybody doing? It feels good to be on the panel. Thank y'all for having me, even though I'm late. I appreciate y'all. Thank
It's
you.
all
Hey,
good, man.
Kenya, how you doing?
What's
Me
happening?
and Reno was just talking about you.
Legendary,
Yes, sir.
legendary. City of Cleveland, right here.
All right, y'all ready for the next question? Say, oh yeah. I don't understand. Okay, why do women ignore red flags with men? All right, Candice Kenya, y'all first.
Why do
And if
women-
y'all ready for it, we give you the mic. You ready for it? Y'all ready? But y'all can answer it too.
I hear some.
Why
throat
do
clearing.
women ignore red flags with men?
My personal thought is that it's a shortage of good men out here. And that's not when I don't want to say desperate, but I don't have another word, so we're going to use that word. They're desperate,
Speak it.
you know, for love and looking for love in all the wrong places. So they tend to ignore things that they normally wouldn't. They'll go against everything that they stand for just so that they can say that they have a man in their life.
Yeah.
Don't have some good diggity now.
They see.
Well,
Candice, you got something on that?
I mean, I agree. It's just like you ignore those flags because you feel like, what else is out here? Who else out here? You know, and like you said, don't have that.
If
That
you
good,
got that
good.
good, if you putting it down,
If you're putting
you
it
know what I'm
down,
saying.
then I mean, I'm gonna lose a flag or two on the way.
You-
through
right,
the process, but
You might
You
get
like,
2 more
oh.
weeks. 2 more weeks, brother. You
His
get 2
baby
more
mama
weeks.
knocked on the door, but he was still hitting this. He never answered the door. He kept going.
You know, it's
So they'll
it's
let
rough.
they'll let a man stay with them just
Yep.
for sex. They'll let a homeless bum stay with them just because he got some good D.
That homeless bum, he probably has some time to perfect
People ain't
his
looking
craft.
for love. They looking
okay?
for help, man.
Don't
They
put down the homeless
Don't put him
bum
down.
with the good
You
D
know.
now. Don't
You know what
put
I
him
mean?
down.
But you know this go both ways though, because brothers ignore red flags too. Yes, you say.
Yo.
And
got a question
you know, brothers do ignore red flags. You
Yes.
know, I've done it. I mean, I have to
All
admit.
of us have
Yeah.
failed to red flags.
You better
I've
say
done
it.
Everybody has failed to
Listen,
red
I be
flags.
That red flag be waving. I be like, I don't see it.
Now, what is it because? It's because them
Oh,
crazy
man,
ones
she's
had a good
amazing in
sex,
bed.
right?
Because he
I love
found
it.
one
Let's
that
be
fit.
real, right?
He found one that fit.
See?
She's
Listen.
amazing.
Right.
does
She do
magic
some
tricks.
tricks.
both ways, both ways.
You might call her
Oh.
back.
All right, what you got for us, girl? Come on.
Come on, Tanya.
What you gonna say about this now?
I just think I ignored a lot of red flags because I was younger and wild, doing my thing, and I liked it to do. But as I knew my worth as a woman and matured and got older, you have zero tolerance. So some red flags now you be like chucking up the
That's
deuces.
right.
In men and women. So I don't think it's a shortage of men or women because there's good men and good women out here. And I think as you've been through so much in your life that make you have zero tolerance, and as you age, you ignore the red flags when you get older, I think. Some older women don't, but
Yeah.
but I think just with maturity and knowing your worth as a woman, that help you not ignore the red flags.
All right, Tanya.
Get a
Appreciate
little
that.
lonely.
Appreciate that.
Right?
Those red
Yeah,
flags might go
yeah.
under the bed.
All right, since we own this, what are some basic red flags, or what is a red flag you want to give? Give me, everybody on the panel, give me one red flag to tell everybody about.
From the entertainment world standpoint, insecurity. They can't handle the fact that you as an entertainer have to interact with people, especially people of the opposite sex. You know, so they think that every time you speak to somebody, you're going to try to sleep with them. That's one of the big ones for me.
Insecurities.
Well, I mean, all the girls with them little short skirts.
Stop letting your insecurity
around.
right now, Kenya. Don't let you.
That ain't no insecurity. That's reality. Listen, we know
just
things
because
go
a
down
woman
in the
has a
club
short
after
skirt
few of
on,
these
don't
little
mean that
drinks.
she want to give you some because she talking to you.
Well, I mean, a lot of times they sitting there talking to you because they want to give you some.
That's
Come on
not,
now.
That's like, so if I'm over talking to a woman, I'm trying to hit her then.
So she wasting her time. If she,
It goes back to when you first meet. Just because a woman got a short skirt on, heels, and she's talking to a guy, don't mean that she's trying to. That's like us thinking. That's like a man thinking, "Oh, she's talking to me. I need to try to hit it."
No, absolutely, I agree. But also in entertainment, you know what I'm saying. You do know that it's some girls that's willing to do whatever, for a little shine for a quick
goes
second.
back to the insecurities, though.
That ain't
That don't mean
insecurities,
that
that's
he
just
might.
real.
No. It don't mean that he or she might want to hit it.
I think that if I had a person that's in entertainment, yes, you understand that your man ain't trying to hit everything that come along, but you also have
The right
to
temptation that comes.
listen.
You like,
No, that's real.
well, she the
that's
one.
real. Because the alcohol that lubes up the conversation a little bit. You might slide into some things that might be a little bit more inappropriate
All
than
that's
normal.
true. But if you got trust in your relationship, that should never be a factor. You shouldn't have to worry about sister girl coming up to your man because if
Why?
the only way your girl can
I'ma
get your
tell you,
man
that's real.
is if your man let her. But if you trust your man, we ain't going through that.
Why do you get this blind trust? Like, what makes it so
He
that
Lolo over
a
there
guy?
like, ooh, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to be real. I'm going to mess all y'all up on this one.
Okay.
Sometimes, none of y'all never say this out loud. But if your man or your woman was to cheat, some of y'all know, because of familiar spirit, some of y'all know, oh, that's the one he might hit.
Oh,
Some of y'all, you say that to yourself.
that's his type.
Can I ask a question?
That's men and women say. Ain't nobody gonna say that out loud. It's a you know your man, you know your woman.
Let me ask a question. She said something. What is blind trust? Define that.
Okay, so
It's not.
all right, my thought is that sometimes men have a failure to communicate. So if there are
Just men?
Right.
no,
Yes.
no, I'm just
Right.
speaking from a woman's point of view. Okay,
And
I
Tanya,
can't
why
speak
y'all
as a
over there
man.
trying to push her on?
I can't speak as a man, but I can say that sometimes men, they expect this blind trust that, may or may not have been earned, but those are the times to talk to your person and figure out what those insecurities are all about. Because it might be something that could be cured with conversation and communication and understanding of your man, but it's not like a do as I say, not as I do, sit until you've spoken to type of situation. You know what I'm saying? You have to communicate those things, because if my man came to me and he was insecure about anything, any interaction, then that's my duty to clear up the situation. I have to communicate with him and make him understand so that he is not feeling, all that angst when I'm in a situation.
So let me ask you a question. What if your man is insecure about a longtime friend? You've already introduced, you've done everything you can to make sure that your man is comfortable, but yet they still have insecurities. Is that on your man? Or is that on you?
Well, I mean,
Especially when you played your position. You did everything right. So in the entertainment, and I'm going back to what he's talking about.
Yeah.
When you make your woman or your dude feel secure, you introduce them, but yet they still have issues. Is that on you or is that on them?
Who it on?
well, I think that you have to understand where everything is coming from. Everything isn't just an interaction of what happened today, what happened with that person. It might have something to do with things that they've been through. It might have to do with situations they've seen. It might have to do with what they've seen with their parents and things that they just really have a lot of anxiety and they just don't want to repeat. Or they might feel some hoe vibes coming from the chick and just don't feel comfortable about the thing.
Maybe
they might feel some hoe vibes coming from the guy.
But maybe they just need some counseling or something, because
They might
need some counseling, because let me tell you something. If you're not completely healed, and I'm saying this, if you're not completely healed, then you should not enter into something new, because at the end of the day, you should not dictate your partners or your relationships based on what you've been through. If there's an understanding, this is going back to communication. If I communicate with you and it's open, and I introduce you to everybody in the room, it's not me, it's the energy that I've built with people in the room, with the women in the room. Because 9 times out of 10,
I gotta hit this part, Jeff, on people not on the healing part. A lot of people don't even know that they not ready yet.
That's true.
And you're correct. They should wait, but how do they know that they healed? They ever have a conscious mind on how I just interrupted that. And many of them don't. They move into their next relationship with things that the trauma that they dealt with the person, or let me say the people. So let me see, because they didn't build bodies.
Yeah. And how about this?
They didn't build all them bodies.
How can you hold somebody else accountable for what somebody else did to you?
Well, okay, I'll put it this way. It's not an accountable situation. I think that if you're in a relationship, you should be in a relationship to heal each other. We all come into relationships with these unique sets of circumstances that sometimes went right in our lives and sometimes did not. But I learned something from my pain. Hopefully you learned something from your pain. And whatever it was that attracted us to each other, if it is a healthy relationship, we're going to pour into each other. We're going to help each other heal. It's not like, oh, you got to have all your stuff together before I even mess with you. It's not even that. Everybody is on a healing journey in this life. And if you don't recognize that, if you just running around here raising hell all over the place, then you might find yourself running through quite a few relationships because you're not trying to heal with anybody. You're just trying to dump all your pain on somebody. So
hey, thanks for coming, DoorDash lady.
Thanks, DoorDash lady. I like your hair, girl.
Right, it's cute.
Next question. Y'all ready for it?
Well, one quick thing
Go
on
ahead.
that same comment there. A lot of times when you're not healed and you don't know it, a duck, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So if I don't know that that's not a duck because I'm not healed, I'm going to keep treating that person that same way. So that goes back to that accountability and that healing. So it's not like you're putting that on somebody. It's just you don't know any better. And until you know better, then you'll do better.
And thank you so much for that. And I think that also you need to identify that those who are healed, or you think you healed, that this person ain't ready yet, and stop trying to convince them that you the one or go this way. It's not your job to pull somebody out from what they've been through. Now, if it's your assignment, then you got to deal with it.
That's good.
It's not your job.
Speak on that, though.
It's not your job to pull somebody out that you just met. It's not. You don't have to do that. No, hear me out. I'm talking about all them bodies. If you do, you got to sign up for it and take all the bodies, all the experience, and be willing to deal with it. So don't be getting mad. If you say, I'm going to stay, and they have shown you all those red flags, things that you've been through, things that you have healed from, either stand up to it or you need to go. Because if not, now you become more crazy than them. because they have deposited all from here all the way down there. They deposit that into you. You accepted it.
Yeah.
All right, next question before we get out of here. How do you deal with a mama's boy?
You don't.
You don't. You leave them with their mama.
Well, okay, let's stop.
Oh my God.
Let's stop because I've heard different things. I've heard that if you want to know how he's going to treat you, watch how he. Come on.
But you gotta watch
Ellery,
all of
say
that because there's
Say
hidden
that.
parts to that. Because sometimes he treats his mother one way, but also another way. So you gotta be attentive to that.
What other way can he treat his mama? I'm lost.
Oh.
I know
If
some
he's
guys that treat their
disrespectful.
mama and talk to their mama crazy and
Oh,
terrible.
okay. From a negative standpoint, okay. But we're talking about if the question is, how do you deal with a mama's boy? We're talking about someone who emphatically loves their mama. If I'm understanding that question correct.
That's how I read it because I
don't
love
think we
my
talking
mama.
about
Loving
I
your
took
mama
care of my
is
mama.
different than being a mama's
I'm a
boy.
mama's boy.
Yes,
I'm a proud mama's boy.
I am
Say
too.
that, Sam.
I'm proud.
I love my mama. Mama Brown, shout out to you.
But you could be a mama's boy and still be disrespectful or rude because your mother is on top of you. The mother is more involved. That makes you a mama's boy as well. It's not
She's
just
more involved
because
in what? Break it down so they can understand.
Yeah.
She's
Come on.
got to have an input on everything that's happening. She has a say so. She has to be there. I can't remember what show that was where the mom was like, he's getting married, wonderful girl. Her name was actually Candice. It was one of those shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it you?
I don't know. Let me think. No, it wasn't me. I promise
She was
it wasn't
like,
me.
she tried me.
But she had to have an input in everything that he did. So even though he was trying to battle away from her, mama was still present. So that still makes him a mama's boy. Not just because he goes behind mama all the time. Sometimes mama coming behind him.
What's the definition?
Of a mama's boy.
Thank you. And I think, what do they call those things under the definition when you get 5 different meanings?
Oh,
what do they call it?
you
English
call it-
majors?
Synonym?
what
Okay,
it
anyway.
called?
Well, let me
Go
tell
ahead.
you a possible side effect of a mama's boy, okay?
Possible side effect of a mama.
Yes. Side effects, okay? Because when you're a mama's boy, you idolize something that your wife has to constantly live up to.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
true.
so you're constantly living in the shadow of something that you can never, ever be. And then, I feel that, when we are adolescents, when we're coming up, you are morphed into your parents' identity. And as you get into your 20s and to your 30s, you start to shake those identities and you become more yourself. You become who you are going to be, who you are meant to be. But when
I'm
you
glad
are
you
so
said that. I'm glad you
attached,
said that. I'm
when
glad
you
you
are
said
so
that.
attached
That's the word.
to that old part that might have been dysfunctional, because let's keep it real, just because we love our mamas don't mean they wasn't dysfunctional. But you are not shedding.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy ass mamas out here.
Yes, but you are not shedding.
Some crazy
You're
ass
not
mamas.
shedding that part of you, that dysfunctional part of you, in a healthy way, and so you taking all that into the
it with you.
relationship.
Yep.
The mama
This
is still
is good- this is
involved
good
in the
meat.
relationship, and so that is a possible side effect.
But what
I'm
about
sorry.
daddies?
I'm-
But what about the daddy's girls though?
No.
Go ahead.
How about this? I'm so glad that you said that. So this is where you have to separate your relationship from your mama and your family. You know what I'm saying? You're not dating his mother, and you have to let him know that.
The Bible talks about that.
I'm not dating your mama. I'm dating you, or I'm married to you. So this is separate from that.
Correct.
But you have to know how to separate that too. The man has a relationship with his mama, but don't let that affect what happens at your house or anything like that. Don't let your family, your friends, your
Right.
girlfriend that ain't got no man tell you what to do with your man.
What she ain't
Right.
Oh, that's a fact.
And
What she ain't
That
got?
part.
And then let me drop this.
No man.
My mama was like, my mama was a holy woman, right? She prayed, she fasted, she knew that Bible in and out. Okay? My wife, she know the Bible, but she don't know the Bible like my mama. She can't pray like my mama. I accept her for how she pray. and God hears her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she is not intimidated about how my mama was. She may have picked up, learned some things, vice versa. Does it make sense? So you can't put that on them. You can't put that on. You can't, and men, you can't. And so I got to hit this part because some men, we got to be fair. Want they wives to be, well, my mama did this.
Yeah.
Right.
Mama did that. Mama said that.
Right.
Don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
When you leave mama,
Right.
that's gone. You still love mama. You still respect mama.
Yeah.
So back to again, we have to learn how to separate our relationships from our mamas and our family and friends. We're not dating the mama, the daddy, the family,
Correct.
the friends.
Yeah.
Glad you said
We're
that.
with each other, and that's
Right.
why we keep our relationships separated.
But one thing about that is
Yeah.
men and women, we attract. So a woman is looking for someone who emulates her father. A man does the same thing.
just about to
He's
say
looking for
something.
someone that looks
Don't
and
tell them, Candice.
Right.
Tell them.
is like their mother. So if you're in a relationship with a mama's boy, he sees something in you that reminds him of mother, whether it's good or bad. So that's another way to deal because it makes the expectation higher, of course, but
They might need some weed on this one.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't take nobody to my mother unless I'm serious. For real. My mother already told me. She said, I don't even want to meet
It
him.
took about a few women that you brought home.
And listen, she was like,
Nope.
she like, listen.
Wait, so how long does
Leave
it
these
take
hoes in
before
my
you
house.
say, you
For
know
me?
what? Yes. What does it take to get the meeting with the mama?
Listen, I haven't introduced nobody to my mother in a long time because I honor my mother, number one. Okay, number one. So I understand the expectation that she has of me. So when I bring that woman to my mother, then I've met that expectation, and she'll love that woman as she loves me because that's the choice I've made as a man to bring her to my mother. Say, hey, Mom, this is who I love. This is who I've chosen. This is who I want to be with.
And again, we got to hit on that. You cannot, this is men and women,
Yeah.
stop, even though we was talking about you attract that, you not marrying your father.
Correct.
You're not marrying your mother. I just said earlier, I said, God still, when she prayed, God hear from her. So you can't, I mean, who are you to say? You don't pray like my mama used to pray.
You don't cook like my
You
mama.
don't cook like mama.
All of
These
that's
women
bad.
don't cook anyway.
gotta-
All of that's bad. You have to separate your relationship from your
Man,
mama,
please.
your daddy,
Right,
your
come on.
family, and your friends. You just have to, or it's not going to work. It's going to always be a huge disagreement between y'all about the way you treat her and the way you treat me. That's the way it goes.
And then you cannot be coming home to your wife talking about, well, mama said.
Right.
Yes, please.
Right.
Now
That's
we
it.
remember we said I asked the question. What's the definition of a mama's boy? Well, mama said, my mama said.
my mama
And
did
women
this.
do that too. My mama said, my mama don't like you, or
Right.
My daddy said
Or my
that.
daddy said, or my
Oh,
daddy
you
didn't
talking
do
about
it like
cooking
that.
nowadays?
Right.
And you talking about cooking? These women don't cook no more. They order Sam Sylk, chicken and
Damn
fish.
right.
Well, you better shut up and let them order.
I'm ordering some Sam Sylk. Shoot. What you got to say? I'm ordering some
That's
green
not their
beans,
anointing.
some mac and cheese. What you need? Got all the soul food.
All of it.
But the same thing applies. I'm so glad you brought this up, Candice. The same thing applies to daddy's girls. You cannot. You want him to do you. So I don't want us to get this thing messed up. You do want
Right.
him to have qualities of pops somewhat, right? Meaning, number one, take care of you. Figure it out. Give you security. Am I wrong on that?
Absolutely right.
You supposed to do that. So mama's boys and daddy's girls, there come at least, I would say, 3 things that they should have.
Mm.
My whole thing is, like I said earlier, if you can pray and God hear you, that's my number one. He can hear you. You ain't got to pray like mama. But if you can pray and he hear you, then we can work and we can keep going.
Just don't pray better than me.
Let's just
Pray
say,
better than me now.
Right.
let's just say we got to still have some or spirituality in the relationship. Because
Absolutely.
without it, it's absolutely dead. A lot of relationships just do not have any spirituality. Y'all just with each
I
other
just
because
said
you're
that.
physically attracted to each other, and
Yes.
You
It
know,
goes by equally yoked, unequally yoked.
Just
equally
said
yoked.
that,
Yeah,
man.
all of those things go into a relationship. Because most relationships you'll see that fail, the ones that fail have absolutely no spirituality in them.
None.
They don't. And it goes back to what we said when you came in too, unequally yoked.
Yeah.
Trying to force something to be, ooh man, this is real. Trying to force something because of what your flesh did. People try to force relationships because of what their flesh did. Oh, you hit it on the head. And you trying to hold on to that, and you don't want this and that to break up, to fall, because you fell to your flesh. I ain't no preacher now.
Get the offering basket out
And the
right
doors
now.
of the church are now open.
I don't do that. I ain't preaching.
Will there be one?
But church.
All right, now Charla said, she said, I don't want my mate to be like my father. I want him to be his own unique person.
Yes.
My father's
I love
gone.
that.
That's a different love than love from your mate.
That's right. I love Pat. But someone I don't want to look at my wife as Pat. I'm being real. So y'all gotta see people. They going back to religious folk from the question.
Talk to him.
They be all on that. The Bible tell you to leave that. Now you got to get with her or him who you with now. Now those three qualities you gotta have. I won't take away from that, but you don't want nobody. Come on now, we talking about this your wife, this your husband. Sex coming into play. I don't want nobody like my mama in that way.
I hope not.
I don't want to think about my mama.
Well.
Who the hell want to think about their mama?
We don't want them
With their
thoughts.
wife. They be
Correct.
trying to have sex.
Please.
That's the last thing
Who?
that you want.
Horrible.
Mama. I don't give a damn if she was a freak. I don't want no. I ain't trying to think about it. My mama.
I say mama.
In her holy garment.
Listen, Mama might have had some choice.
Absolutely not.
I don't want to know that.
Mama.
All right, we just about done with some of these questions. I couldn't really interpret the rest of them because someone probably had a couple of cocktails.
Yes.
Or went to
Shout
Cleveland
out to
Public
the
Schools.
cocktails. What's up to the wait staff?
To the Neho.
Miss Special, Miss Kara.
Can you understand that? Read that one. Can you
Love is kind, love is patient, but it never boasts. Just keep loving the right way.
Oh, so that's not a
That's a little
question.
motivation.
That's not a question. They was preaching.
They had a word.
All right.
I did this one
Wow.
already. I want to make sure I get through before we go. We do it every Tuesday right here. Sylk's kick off around 7:30. Happy hour starts at 6 o'clock. Should you leave? Did we do this one? Should you leave if your spouse cheats? We kind of
did.
right.
Took care of that
we
one.
kinda did that.
That spouse had babies on them and
They had
everything.
Yeah, that's
babies
up to
already.
you.
We don't.
Oh, that person had.
They had babies. We good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did that.
But
That's
you know
on
what?
you, boo.
You know what? Let's hit that before we go.
Go ahead.
Cheating.
Mm.
Can you stay? The person says, should you leave if your spouse cheats?
I'm gone.
You out?
I'm out.
Out.
Done.
You
Like
could-
she
you-
can't say, I'm
You
sorry.
could
Hell
give
no.
another
Got
chance.
to
My
go.
bad.
Got to go. If I get married, that means I'm turning it all in. I'm done.
I think it's under
And yet, hold on. Let me
whatever
say this.
circumstances is under. Now, I believe in second chances. I really do, because everybody makes mistakes. They do. And nobody's perfect. None of us are even
Say
perfect.
grace and mercy.
But I believe that it depends on what's. You can't say what you will and won't do until you've been in that situation.
I just said
That's
that,
a
Ellery.
fact.
Didn't I just say that?
You can't say what you will and won't do.
I'm a mess. You know what? Go, Lolo, go ahead and say it.
Most men are not going to stay, but they expect the women to.
And I, you know what? I'm gonna agree
Men
with you with
ego,
that.
y'all egos, y'all can't take it.
That's
y'all
exactly
cannot
what we
take
know.
it.
Guess what? I think it also, I won't disagree, but let me add to it. I think it's the maturity of the man on where he is. There are a lot of men who have done it, but they never acknowledged it to the public. It was between them and their significant other. Those are the mature men. A lot of men, but you're correct. Most men won't. You just heard this one.
Right.
He won't do it. But let me tell you something, though.
But he wants you to stay, though.
I gotta say this, man. It goes back to what I was saying to what this sister said here earlier about the 7 kids that he had on
grandma.
Right, the grandma. It's grace and mercy. Sometimes y'all would not understand what I'm about to say. Y'all ain't gonna receive this. Sometimes you find out how deep your love is through that. Through tough times.
Don't test me. Don't test
No,
me.
I'm not.
the only way.
I'm just being real because until you are there, sometimes you start. It's not a blame game. Don't take me. I'll take this wrong. It's my fault game. But you start looking at some things because sometimes when people cheat, it ain't just because they a hoe, just because they just. The devil sets up certain. No. The devil sets up certain things, and it starts with you. With some of the stuff that, not you, Lolo, it starts with some things. He'll use you, he'll use them, he gets y'all to do what you do, and sometimes you get to that place, you're like, damn it. And that grace and mercy, how many times God forgives?
70 times 7.
Well, because you're a believer, now you come together, y'all forgive one another.
Right.
You get stronger. You realize some of the stuff that you did that may have caused it. And it don't have to be infidelity. See, people get this thing twisted. If I tell you the way you treat me hurts, I'm tired of you doing that to me, it's still equivalent to me cheating. You don't want to understand that. It's wrong. Wrong is wrong. I told you, stop doing this to me. That hurts me. That goes for women and men. Don't take it from a voice of a man right now. Take it from it happens on both sides.
Yep.
I told you stop doing that. Stop doing that. You say, shit, I'm gonna keep doing it anyway.
Right.
But then she or he does that, and I'm only comparing it. I'm doing a comparison. Wrong is wrong. You can't put in. Oh, I didn't sleep with nobody, but you keep hurting me emotionally. I hear women say that all the time. I cheated because he kept beating me. He kept emotionally dogging me. He wouldn't talk to me.
2 wrongs don't make it right.
So you don't have to stay. All means you ain't got to stay. So don't never think you got to stay. But some people do forgive each other. And sometimes, I'm not telling y'all to go cheat. Hey, don't do that. I'm going to cheat to make my relationship stronger. No.
Don't do that.
But some people like, Sam Sylk said, I'm going to cheat and make it
Sam
stronger.
Sylk said, I can go
That
cheat.
will not work.
I'm saying sometimes that, I'm going to go back low. Sometimes that low point brings out the best.
No, that's
And
a fact.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
And you keep the enemy from coming back in.
Well, Jeff done already put their boxes out on the lawn.
He
so
did.
It's over.
Get your ass out. No.
It's over.
They go.
Get your ass out.
He threw
I
the
forgive
socks
you,
from
but you
the,
got to go.
the bedroom window.
You got people going back, you brought up numbers. A lot of marriages don't end over infidelity.
You right.
Nope, not at all.
You right.
They end over some bullshit. Money.
Finances
That's
and
still bullshit, too.
communication.
But money.
Number 1 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not treating me right.
Right.
Verbal abuse. All that is just as wrong as sleeping with somebody else.
Correct.
That's the problem with y'all.
Very
You
true.
want,
I think cheating just involved them sleeping with somebody. And it's
Say
not.
it again, Ellery.
Conversations,
There you go.
Well,
just spending time with them.
Right.
You know, listening to the compliments that they give you. Damn, you look good today. You
Look,
maybe your husband ain't giving you no compliment. Damn, baby, you fine as fuck. What's going on?
oh,
You Yeah, me.
But hold on. Did you hear? She said, "Oh."
Right.
Who, me?
That's if anybody, man or woman, hear them say that to somebody else, or find out, you like, you already knew they hit it. But when you start hearing what they said and the time they spent, that's when you be like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, well.
All right.
That's it.
All right, before we go, let's go around the table. Go ahead and plug one more again, Candice, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Absolutely. This is Candice with Ruthie's List, Black Business Network. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, website at Ruthie's List.
I need y'all to get with her. You got an event,
Yes.
you got a company, you got business, you got black business. Get with Candice. She's going to make sure your info gets out there.
Yes.
Jeff, talk to him.
Jeff Brown from the Jeff Brown Show. Glad to be here tonight with my man Sam Sylk and the lovely Kenya Brown. My sister Candice from Ruthie List and my big brother DJ Ellery. You can follow me on Instagram at Jeff Brown official page. I am the host of the Jeff Brown Show. Follow me on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, right here from the city of Cleveland. And hey, let's go to the next level. Make sure you guys go out and vote. August 2nd is primary time as well. I got to put that out there. So make sure you guys go out and vote. There's a lot going on in the city.
I'm sorry, real quick. Don't forget to download Ruthie's List on
She
your
got the app
Google
came out
Play or
today.
iTunes.
Ruthie's
Get the app.
List.
Ruthie's List.
You got somebody who could give me my next $1 million check.
Let me tell you, we got some stuff going on, and I
Okay,
need you
girl.
to be there.
I'm going to call you.
Call
She the
me.
plug. She the
Call
plug.
me.
My
Plug.
$1 million
I
check.
promise you. And then we're going to come back and tell everybody about it.
Candice got it. Candice got it. All right.
Ellery, talk to him.
Let me slip up under that good news y'all just gave the people. My name is DJ Ellery 216. I am the musical heartbeat of Cleveland. You can follow me on Instagram at DJ Ellery 216 _ T period, M period, H period, O period, C period. The musical heartbeat of Cleveland, DJ Ellery.
Where you at this weekend?
I am DJing the Cincinnati Music Festival Friday and Saturday.
How many years now?
6 years in a row. Ain't
All
God
right.
good.
Y'all, yeah,
Yes.
that's wonderful.
Favor, man.
No, let me tell you
I'm
how many
thankful.
times this man done made me sweat out my whole hairdo.
Louis
Just
Louis.
dancing at all the clubs. I be like, dang, Ellery, just let me get a breather. Play some
One more
trash
thing.
right quick.
Right.
The remix is coming. The Anything But White Party. Saturday, 9/11. Check it. Sunday, 9/11. I got an all-star cast coming up, Sam. I'm going to need you, baby.
All right. That's
At
11th.
the Cleveland Botanical
That's a
Gardens.
Sunday.
Baby, we back
You're
outside.
back at it. All
We
right.
back
Yes,
outside.
sir.
Okay, we
Don't
outside.
be in the building.
In that order. Hey, Key Lolo, talk to him.
You can follow me at DJ Keylolo on Instagram, Snapchat, Keylolo, the People's DJ on Facebook. You can catch me DJing at Culture on Mayfield and Cleveland Heights tomorrow. And it's been a pleasure having
And
this
you there
conversation.
Thursday, right, Kenya?
I'll be there Thursday at Culture.
In that order. All right.
What's up?
So peep this. Share the video. Get with us. Lolo about to go on the turntables. We do it every Tuesday. Paula gonna be here next week. She's on the panel. Every Tuesday, join us. We get it in. Welcome to the party. Go online, ssilkswithawy.com. We sit here, pull up, get you something to eat, or just order online, and we got you, man. Take us out one time.
Low. You got it?